is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? One second, this webcam is messed up. Yeah, there we go. How's everybody doing? DJ Riolu, Shiny Enter Jackal, Dolphin Ozzy, Dragon Tamer 67, Cinder Clouds. How's everybody doing today? I still have not found Kyogre, guys. I've been working on it. Spent about the past hour trying to find it. Couldn't find it. But yeah, so how is everyone doing today? And hopefully today can be the day we actually find it. I found a Terrakion and an Azelf in the wormholes, but that was about it. Mila, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Turns out you can't hunt during the stream today, but that's okay. Ah, that stinks. That stinks. I'm glad you're able to be in the stream, though. Yo! Jam, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You're shiny ending Mewtwo, and let's go! Awesome! Awesome, good luck with that. Do you know how many encounters you're at? I want to do that hunt. But I actually have to get, I have to get far enough again to actually, hunt for Mewtwo, because I just caught it from my dex and left it at that. But yeah, like I said, guys, today hopefully is the day we find a Kyogre to even start hunting off of. It's been, what, 2 whole streams now, almost? 2 streams and what essentially amounts to, like, you know, we started trying to find it like over a week ago. We're on 300, awesome! Good luck, TC. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully we can find Kyogre. I would really like to be able to start that hunt today. It's slowed down both of these hunts a lot, just because, like, I can't really do encounters on the Game Boy game while I'm running in the wormholes. But hopefully we can actually find it today. I don't know, I think I'm going to start diving into a few more of the Double Ring Blues. Just because, at least that way, if it is a legend, there's a chance. There's a chance of it being the right one, because I think I keep going too far and getting, like, sucked into whatever that the next wormhole is, and a lot of times that's not a good one. But yeah, so how is everyone's day been today? Hope everyone has been having a good day. Anyone who's on break has been able to relax, or anyone finishing up school for the holidays is excited and everything's going well there. I know, I had a pretty good day today. I got some stuff done. I felt productive, and, like, I felt productive not in, like, the same way that I felt productive for the past week, just doing homework all the time. Like, I was actually able to get something done that I've been meaning to get done for a while, and some work on my car. It was squeaking a lot and making a lot of clicking noises, so I had to, like, replace the serpentine belt and the belt tensioner, but, like, took 15 minutes to fix. Like, not a very hard thing to do at all, especially in my car. But, like, I got that done, and it all runs so much better now. Like, such a simple fix, like, actually makes the car feel like such a better car. And it's always nice. It's always really satisfying when, like, you can do those little things and it makes, like, something way, way better. Like, that's what's always really satisfying. And it's like, I don't know, I've had a good day. Ash, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. I should have done an encounter on Emerald there. But I don't know, I'm too honed in on trying to get this, trying to find us, this Kyogre here. Shiny luck, we need it, right? We need it. I would like to at least get that encounter on Kyogre up to 1. If nothing else. If nothing else, get that Kyogre up to 1 encounter. Yes, it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to be able to get one of these before, at least before the next little break I have to take next week for the holidays and stuff. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident. I don't know. I'm probably gonna shoot myself in the foot. I'm gonna jinx myself here by saying this, but, like, I feel pretty confident we'll at least get 1 shiny over this break before I go back. And next semester will be interesting as far as streams and such, because, like, because this is my last semester and I don't have that many classes I have to take, like, I'll have more time. So we'll see what I end up doing with that, if I, like, because a lot of it is going to be spent, like, trying to find a job, obviously. That's an important thing to do after college. But, ah, man, 2 reds in a row, it's not what I need, though. Let's dive in here, though. Maybe it's just trying not to look like it's 3 in a row. But, yeah, it's like, I got that kind of stuff going on, but maybe I'll have some more time to do things with the stream and whatnot. it'll be interesting. I think we'll be able to do a lot of stuff. I think it'll be fun. Got 5 shinies in Let's Go. 2 wanted ones, Ponyta and Doduo, and a Tentacruel after hunting 11 hours for Lapras. A Geodude after hunting 14 hours for Onix, and a Hippowdon after hunting 4 hours for Onix. Oh man. I feel that though. I've found 5 Caterpies, 2 Pikachus, and a Weedle, all while trying to find Bulbasaur. I feel that. You just missed it. You just missed what? How's it going, Chicken? How is it going, Chicken Overlord? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Also, let me know if like I'm too loud or anything. The mic's usually like up here, but just because of the way like my desk situation and like the tables that I had to put together situation is, like the mic's right in front of my face. The shiny. Which shiny? Oh, the Latios. Dude, it's been so long. It's been so long since we got that at this point. Just because, oh man. School hit me hard. You're good. It feels weird that Christmas is 1 week. It really does. I've been so focused on school since Thanksgiving ended. Like, I haven't had time to do pretty much anything up until, like, honestly, until last night even. It had been, like, school had been really stressing me out just because, like, just because even after Friday, like, it was good to relax and not have to do anything, but, like, it was still in the back of my mind that, like, I wanted to know what my grades were and stuff. Like, was the stress worth it? Did it end up paying off? Fortunately, it did. Grades were all due last night, so like I get to see all of them now. One issue is a professor didn't officially report them. Like he put them online for us to see, like in the grade book, but he has to like report them for a transcript. Like he has to report them to the university, and he missed that deadline completely. Which is kind of funny, seeing as he's a professor that was like really strict about late grades and stuff. Like if you did not turn something in on time, if you were like a minute late, it was an automatic 0. So it's kind of like seeing him be late on something. But at the same time, it really stinks, especially for some of my friends who like graduated or were supposed to graduate like a couple days ago and everything. But now they technically haven't because this class like acts like it hasn't existed because he didn't submit stuff. So I have to have that, like that has to get fixed, but I at least know my grade for it. And everything's good. That's just like extra paperwork for him to have to fill out, I think. Oh, Kyogre. Yeah, no, dude, we haven't found Kyogre at all. Yeah, no, we are still going to try to find it. Yeah, no, we haven't gotten Kyogre yet at all. If we did, we'd be going for Groudon. But yeah, no, we have not found it. I do see what you kind of mean though. Like it has been a while since we started Latios, or since we found Latios. So it would make sense for me to have actually found a Kyogre to hunt. But I haven't. I've just found like spirits or like guardians constantly whenever I go into the blue wormholes. Shisui, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You've been here for more than a year. I sound and look different. Well, I have a new mic. That probably helps with the sound. And yeah, I've gotten a haircut since September, back in those Treecko hunts. But welcome. How are you doing? How have you been? This Regirock is only 800 encounters from being our longest shiny hunt. Oof, yeah, and both of them are long, right? Both of them are taking a while. Which game am I playing? I'm in Ultra Moon right now, right? Right? Or am I in Ultra Sun? I think I'm in Ultra Moon. According to the stream title, I am in Ultra Moon. I just traded everything from presumably Ultra Sun. Yeah, Ultra Moon's the one with Kyogre. Yeah, then that's the one we are using. Yeah, no, like we just haven't really encountered that many blue wormholes anyway. Or blue legendary wormholes anyway. So like it's not like we've encountered like 20 wormholes and none of them have been Kyogre. It has just been a couple. Remember when Toaster cut off your Wi-Fi? That was hilarious but horrible. The microwave, yes, it still does it occasionally. Fortunately, it won't affect anything right now. We're like back home. Not in the apartment right now, so I don't have the really garbage Wi-Fi at the moment. I actually have wired internet, which is good. Yeah, Ultra Moon, I hope I am. I am going to just double check here. Oh wait, no, it's not even in the... I was about to open up the Ultra Sun case and be like, see, it's not... Or see, it's there. But nah. Yeah. Ultra Sun's here. We're good. We're good. Ultra Sun's not in the cartridge. Let's get an encounter in on Emerald. It's been a few minutes. If you combine your current 2 hunts and use them, it's close to 6,000 encounters. Nice. Technically over odds, but at the same time, not really. Yeah, I mean, like, for 2 hunts. Oh, your current 2 hunts. Yeah, I mean, like, technically, yeah, it's over odds, but like, if you look at it as though like it was a single hunt. But yeah, it's 2 hunts, so it's not really. Who's excited for the berry event next year? What event is that? Ultra Moon is over 2,805, and in Ultra Sun you're at 2,300. So both over 2K. You'll get it soon, man. You will get it soon. Kyogre is officially in the unluckier than Verisian club with Latias. Oof. Oof. You'll get it soon though, Cinder. You'll get it. I believe you'll get it soon. Wow, that was just me. I was a bit risky there. I went for it when I really shouldn't have with getting that 1 ring. Okay, so I found this out last night. This probably isn't new news to like anyone at all, except me. But somehow, so like, for minor context, not really context, I finally watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender with Mel over this past semester, like over the course of like a month or 2. And last night, so like months after we finished, last night, I find out that Mark Hamill is the voice of Ozai. Like, I don't know how I didn't know that. That's something that like I found out because I like saw a YouTube video like kind of deconstructing Ozai's character. It was like, alright, that'll be something to put on while I like do random things on my computer. And it mentioned Mark Hamill and I was like, is this using it as a reference? So I like go on IMDb and look it up. And sure enough, he was the voice of Ozai. And I was like, what the heck? Like, how did I not know that or like notice it or anything, you know? Nintendo is distributing all of the unobtainable berries for Sun, Moon, Yusum. That's actually really cool. That is kind of cool. I'd be excited for that. Granted, I only really use Lepa berries for anything, but yeah, give us some more berries. That'd be cool. Looking forward to your first live shiny encounter recording. Also, the first video for your new channel. Yeah, that'd be super cool. That would be really, really cool. Your dreams are haunted by that one Regirock you accidentally soft reset over as it jumped off the cliff. Dude, I know that feeling. You constantly are like, but what if? Like, it could have been the one. Also, for some reason, whenever it's probably just me like getting extra hopeful, and obviously like being proven wrong. But like every time I see the legendary wormholes, like the legendary rings, whenever they're loading in the distance, they look blue. Nice microphone. You can sing now like in a studio. Well, thank you, Dolphin. This is actually the one I've been using for about a year now. I got it last Christmas. It's just usually like behind the, it's usually behind the monitors and like behind the webcam. It just didn't work, so it's like on a TV tray. But like, if it sounds better or anything, I'll leave it here. I can leave it here in like the normal setup too. Yo, Range Relic, welcome to the stream. Still going for the Kyogre. Yeah, dude, I don't know how I haven't found it yet. Like, granted, I haven't had too much time to look for it over the past couple days. But, like, I spent about an hour looking for it before the stream, and I've spent 2 streams now. Like, 2 full streams, and then the, like, 20 minutes of this one looking for it so far. I haven't found it. Yo, Rune, how's it going? It's been a while since I streamed. Yeah, it has. Finals week hit me really hard, dude. It hit me so hard, but it's all done now. It's all done now. That semester's over. Holiday break. I can stream for the majority of this week, and I can stream pretty much without interruptions, like on a normal schedule from like December 26th on. Aside from like moving back into my apartment one more time. Like aside from that, like I should be like completely fine to just stream. So that'll be nice. Purple Hermit, welcome to the stream. Shiny Lotad's better than Shiny Ralts. I don't know about that. Ralts is a pretty great shiny. Did well. Got all my grades in, passed all the classes. That's what mattered. Some of them, like, I was not sure, like, because I've kind of talked about this before, and, like, I mentioned it before, but I somehow, like, my university didn't, like, specify, like, when I was registering for classes, like, hey, just so you know, because, like, they're elective classes, so you can kind of choose what interests you. I picked, like, data mining and AI, like, 2 kind of classes about data and stuff. I was like, okay, that'll be, like, kind of machine learning, clustering, that kind of stuff, like, bigger, like, programming tasks, like, interesting kind of things that would be helpful with finding a job and stuff, you know? I was like, alright, well, I'll take these. And both of them were already marked as fairly high-level classes, you know, like 4,000, 5,000 level courses. I was like, alright, that's whatever, though, because that's about the level I'm at as a senior. It makes sense. But what they didn't say was that half the class was full of graduate students, and the classes were going to be taught at that level. So they were just, like, really, like, difficult classes, and it was 2 of them. It was 2 of them that were, like, for degrees more intense than my degree. And so I was like, oh, okay. So that was iffy, you know, but we got through it. I got B's in both of them. That was better than I expected. And yeah, I had like 10-page papers and stuff too. It was a stressful like couple of weeks there. Pretty much from Thanksgiving until the end of finals week, I was continuously like, oh, what's gonna happen? But, all right, let's save. Let's save right here. Read your last message. I didn't see it. Where is it? Did I miss it? It's in the next few days though. The struggle of naturally loud shiny reactions while having a cold. Oof. I think it'd be funny. Oh man, that would be rough, in a way. Interesting but rough. Finals are just starting for you. Took A Push and French today. Awesome. I hope those go well for your range relic. Yeah, my sister's in the middle of midterms right now. All right, let's see. It's like 5 minutes behind the real stream. Oof, a little bit delayed there. Pretty impressive for being in a class out of your league. Apparently, it wasn't. I guess that it also had a really heavy curve. Is a thing to note. Had a really heavy curve to it, admittedly. Like even the professor kind of said that. He's like, yeah, don't drop the class. Just because you see the first test grades, don't drop. It's freaking Kyogre. F into chat. Press F to pay respects. Now my luck's just gone apparently. The Reggies probably took it away. The Reggies were actually really easy to find in the wormholes. Midterms, not finals. And that's all. And this still, they can still be pretty difficult exams. I took A Push my junior year of high school. It was yeah, the AP exam for that one kind of got me. So, best of luck to you with that one. It was an interesting class. I had a really good teacher for it and stuff. It's just, I'm not an essay person. Like, I'm not a big free response person. Like, give me multiple choice, give me a short answer. I'm cool with that, but if it's like, oh, describe some event that happened in like detail for like 2 pages, it's like, I can't do that. I don't know. I'm not very good at like stretching out my writing or anything. Like I get my point across and I'm just done, which in a lot of cases is fine. In more sciencey type stuff and math type stuff, that's fine. But like in the fields that are more like, you know, language and history and stuff like that, not so much. Not so much. You want to make it interesting, and I'm not good at making it interesting. Regi's robbed you of my luck. It took all the luck for that first encounter in the wormhole to, like, find it. And then it was like, haha, no more for you when it came to, like, actually hunting for it. Yeah, hopefully. Honestly, if we keep actually getting legends in the blue wormholes today, like, I think we'll find it. But, you know, it's going to require us actually, like, finding it in the wormhole. And if we don't find it in the wormhole today, I'm gonna spend a good chunk of like tonight and tomorrow before the next stream actually finding it, so we can at least do some hunting before I have to put everything on hold yet again. Now the past few weeks have been really sporadic with me streaming, haven't they? like no streams over Thanksgiving because I couldn't bring my computer back home like in that span of time. Then like we had a week where I was back on, and I was kind of on and off during that week, and then it was like finals week, so it was all over then. But at least now we'll be good. We'll be good after Christmas. We'll be back on like a proper normal schedule. This whole part of the year is just hectic, isn't it? Terrible at everything except math, science, and anything with computers. Hey, same. For like a large amount of like elementary and middle school, it looked like I always felt like my math grades were really low, but it turned out that like they were just like I was just dealing with higher level math, I guess. Like I don't know, like I had no like idea that like classes were different levels and stuff, and so like I was like, oh man, my grade in math's like way lower than the others and stuff. So I don't know if like that made me work harder at it or if like what, but I don't know. I really like logic and stuff. Like logic puzzles and things are always way more fun to me. And things that have like true answers and not like a what do you feel, how do you feel about this? Like I'm never good at like expressing my opinion on something. I like just talking in facts. You saw Mesprit and Azelf before Kyogre first try. Oddly enough, you thought Mesprit would be annoying and show up constantly when you were looking for yours, but you only found the Lake Guardians twice during your Blue Wormhole legendary searches. That's nice. That's nice. The thing is, we're never going to see any more blue wormholes as soon as we're actually going for them. Honestly, a historical hunt up there with Charmander. Regice is by far our most unlucky hunt. Like, if you do the math, it is almost as likely for a Pokemon to be a first encounter shiny than it was for Regice to take that long to shine. It's crazy. Yo, Wolf Games, welcome to the stream. It's you, Thor. Well, Thor, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? You're going? Alright, see you later, Dolphinazi. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. At the beginning, you remember, used to be the exact opposite for how you and I just randomly switched to this. It happens, though. Like, it happens. Like, you could have been interested in something, or someone, like, you looked up to was really interested in it. And so you're like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be like interested in. Or you just like found something where suddenly it just, yeah, like it just kind of flipped in your head. Like suddenly like one little piece of it like clicked, and it was way more interesting to look at that kind of stuff. Cause like for people who are newer, I'm majoring in computer science and stuff. So like for me, it's like math and computers and all that is like what I really like learning about. Like, I'm not as big on the whole, like, literature reviews and stuff. Like, those just really aren't my thing. History can be interesting to learn, but, like, it's interesting to, like, read about, not really to, like, learn about for a grade, you know? But computers are something, like, computers and programming and all that, like, is something that I'll just do for fun. You know? Yo, Pablo, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. It's been since 10 subs. That was a while back. We are quite a few more than 10 at this point. But yeah, how have you been? How are you doing right now? Alright, let's see if we got lucky here. Nope. Nope. And the moment you look up the Gaben. I love programming games and made 2 games at the moment. It's really fun scripting C++ and other languages. Nice! It's interesting. I don't hear many people say it's fun to write C++. Especially when you talk to people who are like in my classes and stuff. Yeah, Dragon Tamer, how's it going, dude? How's it going? You've been here for a bit. Stream isn't working with a shoddy connection. Might have to dip. That's all good, Room. That's all good. I know the feeling. If anyone was to know the feeling, I know that feeling, dude. You're good at math, but that's just it. It's something you're good at. You don't care to study it intensively or anything. That's fair. That's fair. Like, I totally get that. For me, it's like, I really do enjoy, like, programming and stuff. Like, randomly I'll be like, I want to try to make this, and I'll just, like, sit down and try that while, like, watching YouTube videos or something. Or random little projects that I start and then never finish, that kind of thing. But yeah, like, the same kind of thing where it's like, I might be good at some other stuff, but I don't like it necessarily as much, you know? I totally get that. Totally. C++ is pain. I still can't comprehend it. C++, pointers and all that stuff can be rip. Granted, like, I think I somehow like C better than I like C++, and that's weird. C# is different. C# like, C# is, you know, it's okay. It's basically Java with slightly different names for stuff. Like, part of the thing is I learned C# and Java first. Like, most schools will just introduce you to Java because it's pretty user-friendly. It's not super strict on formatting like Python is. It does force you to do some things Python doesn't, like semicolons and stuff, which most languages do use. But it handles garbage collection, handles all this stuff. It handles a lot of the pointers and things that C++ makes you handle and stuff. Like, it's a good kind of middle ground there. And so you get really used to that, and then you go to C++, and it's like, you just have seg faults everywhere. Really have a passion for coding, especially finding bugs and stuff. You find it really fun. No, like, I love coding, and I love all that stuff. C++ specifically is a pain. I don't know, I don't enjoy C++ much. Like, specifically that language. Other languages, Python and Java, I code in pretty regularly. But yeah, C++ is just, I don't know, for me, that's the weird one. It's really just what you're used to and what you're trying to do. For a lot of the things that I've ended up working on as like side projects, I actually end up almost writing them in JavaScript a lot of the time, just because of libraries that are there and stuff. And because it's so thrown together and it's in such like a confined environment that I know when everything's gonna go wrong, if there are some like leniencies it has where it would have a bug, it can go forever without having it happen. High school is easy so far. That's good. That's good. Yo, I don't know how to pronounce the whole name, but Pepsi is in there. And also, Dishforth, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? C#'s weird, you don't like it. C# is weird. It's like a hybrid between C and Java in some of the things that it does. Like, I learned it first in the sense of, like, I think I was using, like, Visual Studio, and so it wrote some of the back end in, like, a lot of the code in the back with C#. But I don't usually write with that one. I don't usually write with that. Usually I write in, like I said, Java or Python, depending on what computer I'm writing on. If I'm on a Windows machine, I'm almost certainly going to be writing in Java or JavaScript. Started with processing, which is essentially easier Java. It's not really easier Java, it's Java with some libraries already imported. Because, yeah, it handles all the visuals, which is really nice. So processing is one of those ones where if, yeah, I just want to see, like, what would code do if it did this, and I just want to, like, tinker around with it. Processing is really good for that. P5.js, written by the same, like, or, like, maintained by the same organization, is basically the JavaScript version of it, so it'll run in a browser. But, yeah, processing is a great one. Like, if someone's, like, wanting to kind of get into, like, coding and wants it to be a bit more entertaining and interactive than command line stuff without having to learn how to write like Java effects and like actual GUI stuff on their own, which can be a pain. Like that is a great library and it's a great tool. Right now you're studying JavaScript. JavaScript is a weird beast of its own, just because of how lenient it is with everything. Like you would assume that it does something a certain way, and then it's just like, oh no, I didn't make any assumptions about that. You can just like, the number of jokes that are made at how like inconsistent JavaScript is. You can add like zeros and ones together, and it like, if like you do 1 plus 0, sometimes it'll just be like, oh, it's 10. Like it doesn't do anything as far as, it's very bad about like consistent typing. But that's part of the reasoning behind it, is so you don't have to worry about that as much. So my favorite Pokemon is Rowlet. Favorite shiny Pokemon is Milotic. Ralts is a close second for favorite overall Pokemon. Like, it was my favorite until Gen 7 came out, and then Rowlet took that place. Found a library in JS that you can make GUIs, which you find really wild. You're playing around with that now. Yeah! Yeah, so, like I mentioned, P5 is the one that I've kind of worked with a little bit. Usually I end up using processing and just straight Java, as opposed to JavaScript. Which are completely different. The naming means nothing there. You're missing your semester finals because of your suspension. Dude, how are you going to be able to make those up then? Like, that feels like bad thought on your school's part. That seems like poor planning. Gosh darn pile of rocks. You'll find it, dude. You'll find it. You have 3 shinies. Awesome. What are they? What are they, Dishworth? yeah, so JavaScript can be really nice. I wrote like a Markov model chatbot, like a chatbot based off of like a Markov model, and like hash maps and stuff using JavaScript. I tried rewriting it where like, because like the front end had to be JavaScript for the most part, because I had to like interact with an API for like a group message. So like having it be, you know, JavaScript and stuff worked a bit better because like Node.js, there was already a Node.js like sample code that like gave you the connectivity to the API. But I had to make that call Python code, and that was taking so long. So I had to go back and actually get things updated and functioning again. I guess I just want you to, dude. Like there has to be a way for people to make that up, man. I hope it all works out for you, dude. Because that's just an overall really bad situation to be in, man. It's really cool. You find creating bots not really your thing, but you expect people to spend their time with that. Yeah, so like, what kind of stuff are you interested in? Because for me, what I end up really liking is like AI and stuff. Like the kind of like being able to like write some code and like let it think and learn stuff on its own. You know, like seeing what it thinks one day and seeing like once it's learned a little bit more what it thinks the next day, type of deal. Because like what this one is basically a chatbot that links into a like GroupMe chat. Like, because GroupMe releases all their AI, or not AI, all their APIs for being able to interact. So like you can make, basically one of the big things is so you can make your own like GroupMe client and build GroupMe into your website or whatever, or like into your business app, stuff like that. But another thing they do is they like let you build bots. So really the idea is that a bot can like, you can call a bot like, hey, what's the status on this? And it can go look at something related to your business and whatnot and be like, hey, your server is on fire right now, you should go fix that. Something like that. But what I did is I built it where it read every message, and it was able to read the messages and kind of parse through them and figure out what words followed other words and stuff. And it stored all that information. It stored it for every single message. And when a message like mentions the bot makes a sentence on its own and sends it out. It's like, I thought it was really cool, and I was working on that and everything. But yeah, as it stands, it's kind of broken because I tried rewriting it in Python. Yo, Mimikyu lover, welcome to the stream. You like a Mimikyu? Mimikyu's pretty good. I figured you did, based on your name. Your dream is to make a transit program for your city. Oh, that's super cool. Your transit company has a great API, but their presentation is awful. That's super cool. Like, you have a like real world task you want to like complete with that. That's super cool. Right now, I can't really make full-on games since you don't have any graphics skills, so you're working on text-based RPGs and having battles and stuff. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. I know, it might not be the kind of games you're looking at, but if you ever want to try visual novels, Ren'Py, or Ren'Py, is a great library. And great kind of, it's not really even a library, it's like a game, it's a game engine, but it's based on Python. And it's very good about like, if you want to put your script in and stuff. It is designed somewhat so that people who have a VN idea and are very artistic and can write and draw, but can't code can work with it, but there's also a bunch of stuff you can do with it, because it is behind the scenes, it's Python. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, and that one's really cool. I worked with it a little bit to try to kind of figure it out. Never got any farther than like figuring out how to do a couple choices and stuff, but it does like let you have like branching routes and you can store stats and stuff if you want to and all that. So that would be something to possibly check out at some point. But again, like it depends on what you're like actually interested in making, because RPGs are another boat entirely. Especially once you go beyond text-based. Gotta head out. Alright, see you later, Mila. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Inventory system is where you're having a little trouble, but I think in the next day you'll have figured it out. You almost have it. Awesome, awesome. Like what kind of issues are you having with it? Just like saving it or interacting with it or what? Yo, Mike, welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? They've already made a game similar to Atari. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. Gotta focus away from chat so I actually make sure I hit the wormhole. I've messed that up before. I've made a game similar to Atari Breakout in a 2D shooter. Oh, cool. Those are very simple builds. Hey, I mean, it's a place to start, though. It's totally a place to start, and, like, that's what matters, right? Alright, let's see. Let's see if we got this. Let's save right now. Ah, no, it doesn't look like it. No! Interaction with the inventory system is the issue. Selling items and stuff. Okay. So, like... So you're able to, like, open the inventory and see it, but, like, when you try to actually, like, type or whatever, or perform the action of, like, sell item, I can see why that would be a problem, especially in C... I guess in C++, I don't know how you're managing the inventory, but if you suddenly start leaving, I guess, blank spots in an array or something... Broke up with your girlfriend? I'm sorry to hear that, Mimikyu lover. Sorry to hear that. It happens, though. So, but alright, let's see, maybe it'll be a shiny. It's not. Oh, it's not. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just have to continue on. We'll find a Kyogre soon. I believe. I believe we'll find it here in, what, like the next 50 minutes or so? Drinking a soda for the first time in nearly 2 years. It's been so long. See, like, I had a while. I had a while last year where I went without, like, drinking any caffeine and stuff. I haven't been as good about that this year. I think by the end of it, I was starting to get too stressed to care. This isn't really good. To play Gen 4 is such a pain to catch. I feel ya. I feel ya. You gotta go. Alright, see you later, Mimikyu lover. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. I keep totally forgetting about this Game Boy about the Game Boy hunt. We'll see if we can get an encounter in before there we go, we actually did. To make it simpler, using a new string and int for the item and its value. Okay, makes sense. That's the only solution you can come up with. The inventory space is limited to 5. That's more than enough for the game. So, like... I'm trying to think... So, the issue is, like, selling the item or something? What you can do is you can create an object that is your item. And that item, yeah, it has its name and it has its value. Like, it has, like, basically the item, like, the object, or, I guess really it wouldn't even need to be an object, this would need to be a struct instead of a class, but still you make an object that's called your item object, and you give it the value of, you know, int, like an int value for its cost, or its, like, item value, and then you give it a string name for, like, its name. And then you would have your, like, inventory be an array of 5, of length 5, that has your items in it. Like, I don't know how you're doing this. You may have already explored this option, I'm not sure. But if you did that, then you could, like, keep your inventory as an array of items, and that array, like, the number of spaces in that array be 5. Because it's been so long since I've written in C++, I forget how you have to order the arrays. I think it's by, like, number of bytes or something, and that's... I think if you tell it the size of your object, which you just tell it that it's an item and it knows how big that is, I think that'd be okay. I don't know. Again, it's been so long since I dealt with C++. This is how I would solve that problem in Java or something. It should be it's similar logic, I just don't know the, like, right lines of code. But yeah, so then, like, when you sell the item, you just basically repopulate that array space with null. And so your array never gets too long, but your items can, like, stay in their right slots, if that's how you're trying to do it. If everything's trying to move up, that's a little bit different, I think. Try that every time you do it, you keep having a runtime error. That's weird. That's weird. Huh. What I can think there would be possibly, like, the order you're doing stuff in. It might be backwards. Like, if you're removing the object from the array and then trying to read the object, it's not there anymore. But again, pointers and everything in C++ are weird. Weird. Yeah, I wonder what's causing that then. I got a shiny Tapu Lele at the Pokemon Global Link Tournament. Awesome! You'll pick it up later, plus you can't stay much longer. You're going to start your Christmas shopping soon. Awesome! I hope you have a fun time with that. Hope you're able to get some nice gifts for people that they'll like. Search online, everyone's got the same problems and trying to do it. Not sure. Yeah, that's weird. Now I want to go and try to, like, make something like that work later. Now I'm like, there's got to be a way to do this. Like, I need to figure this out. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I'm saying when, like, I like coding and I'll just, like, kind of do it for my own entertainment. It's like, I don't even need a goal. It's like, I just want to figure out how that works. Like, how that specifically links into things. Huh. But yeah, if everyone's had the same problem, it might be some just weird behavior issue with the compiler, or with the, I guess not even the compiler, just the language. If it's because it's compiling fine if you're getting a runtime error. Huh. It gets you going, right? Yeah, exactly. Like there've been so many times that like my friends said something about like his homework assignment. It's like, oh, this thing's awful, and I need to do this, and I'm like, I'm not even getting graded on this, and I'm gonna try to do it because like I feel like I need to figure it out. Like it's a challenge. It becomes a challenge that like you feel like you have to overcome. You feel like you have to get, and like actually solving it's like really satisfying. All right, I've totally run out of control there, so I'm just gonna let it go. No! Ah! Like I had no power. There was nothing I could do. It was just teasing me. Ah, rip me. Yeah, like there was no way I was gonna get past it to go to the blue one. That was probably our Kyogre too. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. Alright, let's encounter something else on Emerald here. Yo, Puddin', welcome to the stream. That was painful to watch. It's just, you can't do anything about it. Like, by the time I let off, like, the controller completely, like, I had no control over everything except for the direction I was looking. Like, I wasn't actually changing my momentum at all. I nearly finished the entire lesson just now, and ouch, this is a rip so close. Oh, the entire lesson? So, where are you, like, what are you doing this, this code? Is it, like, through, like, some kind of online course, or is it, like, for a class, or what? Because if it's online, I'll definitely take a shot at it. That'd be something cool to try out. Because like that's initially why I tried learning how to code was to write a game. Like I think a lot of kids get into programming now because like, oh, I want to make a video game, and that's like that's awesome. Like having a hobby that leads into what is at least currently like a really good job market, as well as just something that like I enjoy fully doing, which is nice. But yeah, like, there's so many kids who are like wanting to learn Java because of Minecraft and stuff like that, and just in general want to like learn how to write video games and stuff. So yeah, like, that's how I tried getting into it. Like I looked up how to make a video game or whatever, and followed some YouTube tutorial for 12 episodes or something until it just randomly hadn't been updated in a year, and I was like, okay, well I guess I'll figure out the rest from here. School actually has a basic coding program. It's really easy. The game is just your own idea. Okay. Okay, you mentioned like they just finished the entire lesson. I thought like the game was part of the lesson. I gotcha though. I gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how like to, I guess what, read values from some essentially inventory or array item, and then delete the item is what you're trying to do, right? Like that's the goal of what you're trying to do with the inventory, just to make sure I'm like understanding the actual problem here correctly. Because I'm totally trying this out later. At some time over break, I will be taking a shot at making that issue work. All right, so let's dive into this one. For college, you're going to major in computer science since you want a wider base for work, and if you major in game design, you'll be able to go anywhere else. That's really smart. That's really smart. You can take game design classes in college all you want. And one thing that is kind of true and unfortunate is, like, game design is great, but it's, like, a lot of work for not necessarily nearly as much pay as a lot of other stuff, which can be fine. Like, you don't have to be in it for the money or anything. You can just go for, like, what you want to do and enjoy, like, as long as you're able to make a living wage, like, do what you want to do, you know? Totally get that and agree. And, come on! Come on now. Has this been all of them? Rip Kyogre. Rip, indeed. Yeah, so let's see, maybe. I'm doubting it, but yeah. Yeah, oh man. I think that's all 3 of them today, right? My spirit's like, hey, they're okay. They're okay. It's just trying to get Kyogre. It's being a pain in the butt. If you're enthusiastic about cars and love working on them too, kind of torn between cars and games, we are the same person. I don't know, were you here for me talking about, I finally got around to replacing the serpentine belt and tensioner pulley on my car earlier today. It needed to be done. It was squeaking like crazy. I could tell the alternator was slipping because my battery voltage was dropping a bunch. AC clutch was constantly clicking because it wasn't, like, getting turned as much as it should be. You can see it was your longest hunt. Fun facts. Fun facts. What car do you have? This looks annoying. I mean, it's fixed now, but I have a 2001 Crown Vic. It's an old retired cop car, so it's like the P71 bin and everything. It's a really easy car to work on. Like, I replaced that stuff in literally 15 minutes. Because all you have to do is just take like a 1/4-inch drive socket, pull the tensioner back, take the belt off, 10mm bolt to remove the tensioner entirely. New one pops on, it aligns automatically, and then like throw the new belt on while making sure not to pop the socket off the tensioner into your face. Don't get me wrong, I love fixing cars, but I really don't enjoy it breaking. That's true. Yeah, no, when it breaks down, it's not fun. Like, it didn't break, it was very much that concerning, I don't know how much farther I can drive this, and it's like, it made it the triple-digit mile drive home from college, and that was it. Like, that was where I'm like, I'm not driving this anymore until I fix it. So I took my sister's car to the parts store, bought a belt, bought a pulley, threw them on. Crown Vic owner, yeah. Yeah, no, like, it's great because I fit in it. Because I'm 6'6", so I don't fit in a lot of cars. And my dad's had 2 before this. He had an old LTD Interceptor he bought from auction, and he bought a Aero body, which is like a 96 from auction. And so, like, when I was like turning 15, 16, he bought one so we could like kind of fix it up together. But yeah. Yo, Katana Killer, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hi, welcome as well. Heard the ultrasound method you're using is really good. It is very good for finding regular shinies. We're not going for that though, we are going for a Kyogre specifically. But yeah, no, if you want to find like the 20 shinies that are available through this, it is really, really easy. Yeah, they're really cool. They're really nice, like Panther car, like the Panther platform. Very easy one to work on. A lot of room, simple V8s. Only if you're permanent, don't have a car yet. Planning to get a 2005 black Mustang with red stripes. Okay. Already have a mod list set up for it. As long as the first thing's fixing up everything. That's the thing. I have a lot of things I want to do to the car, but when the heater core is out because it's leaking, and that's going to be a big fix, and it's leaking because the whole coolant system is now 18 years old and slowly dry rotting and popping up random little like misting leaks that you never see, just enough that like the engine bay can smell like coolant a little bit, and like every 6 months I have to add like a little bit to the reservoir to keep it at the cold fill line. Like, I don't need to be putting a supercharger on it or putting a T5 or T56 in it. But You always want to. It's always fun to like think about what you can put in it. You know. V6 though, don't want to eat gas too much. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly though, like the modular V8s aren't that bad. I get, granted, compared to modern cars and really anything more than like, or anything less than like 15 years old, these aren't great numbers, but I get like 23 highway. Which isn't bad for like an old couch on wheels. It's not actually terrible. It's not great. Like obviously, most cars now are like getting in the mid 30s and stuff. But yeah, I don't know how much V6 would differentiate from V8 on insurance though. Thinking about that, seemed like a cool guy. Much appreciated. Understand anything? Some awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I think I understand anything. Yeah, no problem, dude. Dude, somebody can talk about coding and cars is always welcome here. I mean, everyone's welcome, but like, it's fun being able to like talk about those kind of things. Like, those are, like, computers and cars are like my interests. So like, being able to talk about that is always fun. The Crown Vic is great. It really is. It's like, it's just a matter of like basic maintenance stuff, and it can be so abused. It can be really, really abused and just be fine. Because it's such a simple platform. For the most part, it's still just body on frame, all that stuff, and then it's a V8 that really hasn't changed much, you know? Like, they didn't try anything fancy with it. It just made something that worked, because that's what police departments wanted. Like, police departments completely decided what that car was. Like, Ford didn't want to change it, because the police departments didn't want to change it. One year, Ford put the antenna actually on the trunk and not built into the rear windshield, like for the radio, and they took it out the next year because that was the biggest complaint from departments. A lot of people mess around with the Crown Vic. It can get really fun. They're getting really popular as like dumb project cars. Like for that project, for the kind of car that like isn't like the, you know, I want to fix up a '67 Mustang or something like that. When it's just I want a car that I can weld the diff and slide in. Like, people buy Vics now for that, because they're so cheap now from auction. Hard question, favorite car? I mean, I don't have much experience driving a lot of different cars, because the Vic's my first car, and aside from that, and like, driving my mom's little minivan, and my sister's Forester a little bit, I don't drive a lot of different cars. But if we're talking like any car ever, like literally no, like money no option type thing, Koenigsegg's are like have always been like a dream car, but sticking in more the realm of like reasonability as far as like potentially ever actually owning, like hot hatches and little rally cars are things I've always really enjoyed and been fascinated by, like things like WRX STI, Focus RF, stuff like that. Something like that would be cool to own. How about you? Yeah, the Vic's also like easy to mess around with because it's the Ford modular platform, it bolts up to so much stuff. All the performance components, or all the components in it related to like powertrain, in mine especially, are identical to the Mustang GT of the time, of like the same year. And so like they're like the manual transmissions for those will bolt right up, stuff like that. Like the only difference is like the drive shaft's longer because the car is physically longer. Alright, let's try to dive into that one. Hey! Maybe I chose right. I'm gonna save beforehand, because I don't know. When I'm saving while I'm looking at it not being the right thing, it's a little bit disheartening. If we're being honest here. Let's see. No! Why? I love the Koenigsegg's. Pretty sure you spelled that wrong. just keep adding NGs and S's until like you've hit like the character limit and you'll be good. I'm pretty sure you spelled that wrong. And a few older Lambos is really sleek. The 1-1 especially. The 1-1 and like the RS and RS1 because American, and like that's the only one available here, even though there's only like 25 of them anyway. Like those are really nice. Like that's when I realized that they still made cars. like, because I'd seen like the CCX and CCR and stuff, but like, you didn't hear anything for a while. Which granted is how Koenigsegg works. They like release a car, everyone buys the like, they're sold out in however much time. And then you don't hear from them for 5 years while they build them, and then they're like, hey, here's our next one. Like, that's what happened. Like, you kind of saw. Granted, they kept going with the Agera for longer before announcing the Regera. But yeah, so like I had known about them in like the CCX days and stuff. And then I saw the Need for Speed movie with Aaron Paul in it, and it was like, oh, hey, here's the Koenigseggs that aren't allowed in the US right now. I was like, hold up, they're making new ones? They made new ones that look really, really good? And so like I fell in love with those, and yeah, like the 1-1 hitting the milestone of more kilowatts of power than kilograms of weight, like ridiculousness. And then you have the Regera, which has no transmission because we just use electric motors to keep it peak torque all the time. The cars they make are just insane. Who is it you want to see? It was Mesprit, right? I don't know, I didn't pay much attention. It wasn't Kyogre, so I encountered it, didn't see sparkles on the left. Kyogre, please, I know though, right? Realistic dream cars are the Nissan 240, 350, 370s. Okay. The Z-car guy right there. The Mark IV Supra. Good luck getting your hands on one of those. Those and FDs, like FD RX-7s, are just insanely priced. Giant fan of JDM. Same. There's definitely a lot of cars I'd love. Like, as a point, an FD. Granted, rotary engines are a whole other beast to maintain. Having to, like, mix oil into your gas and stuff because two-stroke life, but it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to own. Instachan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So you're all good. You're all good. We still haven't, you haven't missed Kyogre or anything. We haven't found it yet. We've got about, what, 30 more minutes to find it. Otherwise I gotta go cook dinner. Ah, wrong wormhole. I remember the Need for Speed movie. Rip, what was the kid's name? The one that got T-boned? I don't remember from the movie. I don't remember anything about the movie aside from, like, eventually somehow not realizing until halfway through that, like, oh, they're literally, like, the video game. Like, somehow I missed that part. Like, the final race was literally a race in the game. I was like, wait, hold on. But, and, like, the Koenigseggs. Like, the two things I remember is the 3 Koenigseggs, like, the whole end thing, and the 3 Koenigseggs racing and 1 blowing up. Have you encountered any Kyogres yet? We haven't seen any yet. If we had seen a Kyogre, we'd be in that wormhole right now. But I don't know, I haven't seen any. I think we saw when we were finding Latias, and that was it. Mark IV is going for 25 to 30 in your area, which I'm pretty happy about. They could go for a lot more. It's true. The problem is, like, ones going for that probably are not in the best shape. Maybe I'm wrong. It's crazy though. Like, it's always funny kind of seeing how people, like, value different cars. Like, you can probably, like, sell, or you can and do see Mustangs go for insane prices in like Asian markets and stuff, and even European markets to an extent. But like, you'll see people. There's a bunch of, like, global students at my college, and they almost all buy, like, Camaros and Mustangs because it's cheaper to buy it here and like ship it overseas than it is to import it and, like, buy it from a dealership there. And so, like, you'll see them freaking out over cars that are, like, really mundane over here and, like, that entry-level sports car. The same way that you'll see, like, people in the US freak out over seeing, like, an R34 GTR. Just because, like, you don't see those often, you know? Definitely right. They're not too good, but want to be able to feel the engine in your hands and fix it yourself. That's fair. No, like, I totally get the whole wanting to feel the car. Having, like, them having personalities in a way, like, feeling how they kind of respond to different situations. But yeah, no, like, I totally respect the want to, like, buy something to fix it up. That's awesome. Yo, Adion, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? It's been a little while. Did I find something good? We haven't found anything yet. No, no random shiny legendaries, no Kyogres yet. Hopefully we can get the Kyogre today. Like, actually find one to hunt. That's all I'm really looking for at the moment. So upset about the Mark V. It looks terrible in your opinion, not a Supra. It's like, they just seem to, it's like, there's no 2JZ in it, not a Supra, not allowed. BMW powertrain, what? But, I mean, it has to be a bit more modern. It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be the classic Supra or anything. It'll be interesting to like actually see them on the road though. I still think it's cool. No matter what, I think it's cool that Toyota's actually kind of reviving in a sense, even if it's not like to the full same extent or like same level that like it was before with the sports cars and all that. Like, I'm glad they're kind of reviving it again because they could still totally be a successful company just sticking like selling Corollas and RAV4s. Like, that's all they would need to sell and they'd be fine. But, you know, they spiritually brought back the 88.6 with the, you know, FRS, and now I guess actually calling it the GT86 here finally. But yeah, there really isn't anything. I don't think it's ever going to be quite the same as it was before, like, because before all that happened from, like, the car companies themselves were, like, in competition to make the best, like, Toge cars and stuff. And, like, the best kind of touring cars. Like, that was, like, a thing that you constantly saw, you know, Nissan and Mitsubishi and Toyota all, like, actually competing with each other head-to-head, when now it's more they're just kind of catering to nostalgia a little bit. Which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I still appreciate the cars kind of coming back. The Panda Treno. They're reviving the body shape and name. There's so many better ways. I mean, you don't want a BMW powertrain in it. You've been okay. Lots of coursework to finish by Friday, but it'll be okay. Christmas excitement is spurring you on. Dude, good luck. Good luck finishing it all, man. That's what last week was for me. That's why I wasn't able to stream or anything. Yeah, so I totally get it. I'm supporting you. You'll get through it, my man. Any luck? No luck yet, Katana Killer. No luck yet. We're just trying to even find one. We've been really unlucky with that even. Like, this could easily be another stream where we just like keep running in the wormholes trying to find Kyogre. Hopefully we find it though. 3 years later, you still not find shiny Ralts in an egg. Oh no. Hope we find it soon. Don't really like German engineering too much. Not your thing. Okay. I always find it fascinating seeing what they've done. I know one of my friends is a massive Volkswagen fan. Like, fanboys over the VR6 all day long. Which, you know, is fine. It's a cool engine. But, nah, for me it's like, I really like the, like JDM cars and stuff, and I also have like a place in my heart for muscle cars, like V8. Just a V8 rear-wheel drive car is always fun. Granted, a lot of that just comes from owning one. But yeah, so I get that. I get that. Everyone has their tastes. Might leave for security. Need new phone battery. Ah, I gotcha. About to die. Or need to save that battery. I gotcha, man. I gotcha. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I feel like German cars are just too similar to each other. I don't know. Maybe to an extent, I can see that. A little bit, but at the same time, I kind of feel like a lot of cars have hit that point, especially the cars that aren't enthusiast cars. I feel like have all kind of homogenized in a way. Like, they all found the one design that people seem to like and think is modern, and are just using that. I get that, though. Actually getting an Eleanor body kit on your Mustang. Love the look. Awesome, dude. Go for it. You do love OG muscle cars. 69 Chargers and Eleanor Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds. Yes, such a good one. Such a good one. No, it's interesting seeing some of the stuff that's still being done. Like, it's always interesting kind of seeing the car that goes like against the grain of all the new of like, you know, the modern kind of trends, and like the more the more comfort-oriented cars, and the more, like, just in general efficiency-oriented cars. And then you have Dodge going, like, here's the, like, you know, SRT Demon. Like, here's a car that is too fast to be run on, like, official, like, Hot Rod, like, in official events, just because it doesn't come with a roll cage from the factory. Like, it's always cool seeing, like, those kind of, like, one-shot, like, here's a really, like, really enthusiast-oriented car. Uniqueness is really cool. I gotcha. Alright, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is only going for like another 5 minutes unless we find Kyogre. I am in charge of making dinner tonight, and I would like to not necessarily keep everyone waiting. Let's see in the Devil 16. I have not. What is that? Last message auto-corrected, but anyways, you're back. Alright, well, welcome back. Welcome back. How are you doing? I understand almost nothing of what he says because you speak Spanish, and you're using the translator. Oh. Well, hope you're able to understand some of it. That's cool. It's cool that you're able to use the translator to at least understand a little bit. Because I know I wouldn't be able to understand a stream that was in Spanish, so I respect being able to understand any of it at all. In little Spanish. Oh, yeah. The V16 engine. Oh man. It really looks like it has 2 jet engines swap. Inline 8. Okay, a V16. That's crazy. Because we have W16s, obviously. You got the Bugatti and stuff, but as far as Vs, you never hear of anything over 12. So I think once you go past 12, it starts getting weird, because like, at least with an I6, which is essentially what each bay is, like each bank of cylinders is, it's a really stable platform at least. I can't imagine. That's insane. That's insane. Didn't see a W. That is crazy. So, man, I guess it would work. It's basically 2 V8s linked at the crank in a row. But kind of speaking of like that kind of, have you seen the guy who combined two 2JZs to make a twin turbo V12? It's cool to learn other languages with videos or lives. Yeah, no, like it's interesting. It's a cool way to kind of learn because you're gonna hear a bit more casual language and stuff, and like you have someone that's more interacting than like trying to learn in a class and stuff. You know, I get that. It is cool because there's some streams I watch because like I'm learning Japanese and like. It was like a Japanese shiny hunting stream that I'll watch whenever like I'm still awake when it turns on when he goes live. You have not. It's basically he built this engine and then they built the frame around it, and it's essentially a go-kart with two 2JZs fused at the crank. It's ridiculous. Like half the car is the engine and the other half is the seat. There's not much else to it. It is insane. I just remember seeing it on Reddit. Like, the dude would post updates of his dad making it. You're learning Japanese too? Oh, nice. Super basic for now. I got into it because of anime. I got into it because of that and, like, JDM cars and stuff. For sure. I took 4 years. I took 2 years of it, 4 semesters of it in college. And I was dumb and didn't continue to practice it after the classes, and I've lost a large amount of it. Don't understand the tunnel of holes on the screen. So basically in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon there are the Ultra Wormholes, or there is the Ultra Wormhole, which is this, and with the Ultra Wormhole, what am I trying to say? There's all these wormholes inside it, which are the colors you see on the screen and stuff. And depending on what color it is, there are different Pokemon in each wormhole. These golden like the golden orbs that you see, the golden circles here, they like give you energy or whatever. They basically speed you up. And if you run into the blue and green ones, like those, they will slow you down. And these bigger ones, if you go into them, will transport you to somewhere else where there are Pokemon, sometimes being legendaries. Specifically, in our case, sometimes being Kyogre. But we haven't seen a Kyogre. Yo, Adam, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing today, man? What is Kyogre? Blue has Kyogre, but we gotta get lucky and actually have a Kyogre show up in it. You need to check out that double 2JZ. It is worth it. I don't remember if he posted a video on it or anything. I haven't checked the updates in like years. It's finished at this point. I don't know, but he may have posted a video or something. But it's crazy. The exhaust pipes and everything coming out of it just look like a squid because it's got, you know, I think the exhaust ends up like the exhausts end up coming out into the center of the engine. So it's like this whole mess of piping. It was insane. And it was super cool to follow. So like these ones will have Kyogre in it potentially. So we'll see if this one has it. Alright, but there wasn't a flash of light, which means it wasn't a legend. So we'll do one more run. Let's go, especially as you're playing. Let's go now. Dude, awesome! Awesome. How are you enjoying it, man? How are you enjoying it? Alright, so yeah. If we don't find a Kyogre on this run, I'm going to be calling it for the night. Just because, even though it's like only been an hour and 15, and I usually stream for like an hour and a half to 2, I have to cook dinner. I offered my services to make dinner for my mom and I tonight. Just going out the center wouldn't be dangerous, could easily overheat. I mean, it's basically just for the exhaust going into the turbo, and then it goes out the back. Like, it's not just pumping it straight into the center. Like, the pipes just all, like, basically the exhaust manifolds from the 2Js are going into the center. Going into the center of the V and then shooting out the back. It's all open air, so I don't think cooling is much of an issue with it. You're leveling up your Shiny Tapu Lele, so you can Hyper Train it. Nice! Alright. Let's make this run count. We're gonna go as long as we can, unless we see a legendary blue wormhole. Which I guess might make the run not count. Like, we might not even end up in a blue wormhole at all. But we'll see. Hopefully we can find, like, a guaranteed legend blue. Sometimes I just have the worst luck with it, and honestly, the thing is, I'm gonna try it one time after the stream, and I'm gonna find it immediately. Look how you're in the shiny looks cool too. Just wish the shiny Psyduck looked a bit darker blue. You don't know why. I can see it. I can see it how it can kind of look like a bit, like, not necessarily like bad, but it can be. I can see how someone could think it like looked a little washed out or something. Ah, 2 guaranteed wormholes, guaranteed legends that weren't blue. We need the blue, please. The fact that you're having so much trouble finding Kyogre, the wormhole might be a sign you might win this. Oh, hey! Look at that. Look at that blue wormhole. Maybe it hurt us. Because, again, if this is one of the lake spirits and not Kyogre, I'm going to hop off because I'm making dinner tonight. Like I've been saying. Maybe it'll be Kyogre. We've seen everything else. We're going to save here. Well. Please. Hey! Hey! There we go. There we go. Alright, we'll keep going then. We'll keep going. Stream is not over now. We actually have Kyogre to find. The world doesn't know how long you don't win, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, Cinder. It's not a mess, but it is not. Yo, Chloe, welcome to the stream. You have a shiny Kyogre already, but you traded for it. Oh, no. That's okay. No, that's not bad. Hey, you got it. That's all that matters. GG. This is Master of Reverse Psychology. Hey, I mean, you said... You did the same thing with Articuno, right? Luck. The luck is real. We can actually do some encounters tonight. Run. It's a chubby Mesprit. That's all it is, right? Right? And before his first encounter to life. No, I don't think it's gonna be first. I don't know. We're increasing the suspense by, like, slowly inching forward, right? Right? Oh, yes, this music. Alright, there we go. Not first encounter, Cinder. We're all good. Still had a dream you got an 18. This is true, you did. You did. We'll definitely hit 18 tonight. I was worried we wouldn't even hit 1. Nothing has changed about that. I should probably check that I have a Lepiberry. Kyogre hunt begins! It finally begins. It's been too long. Would that say I had an item? I think that would. Alright, so we gotta give Trevenant the Lepiberry. It's a good thing that we didn't find it yet. Why are we on 3 resets? We have to, because this is now encounter 3. Basically, because I know that as soon as I see the shiny, I'm not gonna hit the encounter button, like up the encounters. I go ahead and up it as soon as I know it's not a shiny. So yeah, it definitely looks weird, especially for the first few here. But yeah, we've only done 2 encounters. We've only done 2. What if we got Kyogre first try? That would have been crazy. Oh, that wasn't the right bag. There we go. Name all of your Pokemon. I only name them on stream, actually. I'm not very good at coming up with nicknames, so usually not on stream. If I'm not on stream, I don't nickname them. On stream, though, I let you guys choose nicknames. Yeah, so we have saved. We have saved, and we are good to go with this with the soft resetting here. 9th encounter, Kyogre shines. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see. Basically, if I take a step forward and I don't encounter it, I know that I can get closer. For the sake of making it as quick as possible. You're saying 27. You guys are being very optimistic today. Like, extremely. Which I guess is fair. I don't blame you. If you got Kyogre first try, do the same thing you do with Latias and go insane. Like 3,000 to 4,000 encounters over this, and do like 3,000 to 4,000 encounters over this week. You would get it. You would get it with that for sure. 14's gonna be it. So do we have? We have 9. We got 27. We got 14. We've got 18. Let's have to see. Dream said 18 seems a good reason to think that. One in 1,000 isn't too bad. It's not actually that bad. It's not bad. For how quickly soft resets happen, like, it's not actually awful. Granted, we don't. The odds of getting it in any given stream are a bit lower because I only get through like 200 to 250 encounters a stream usually, assuming we actually start the stream with encounters. Like today, we won't even hit 100. I would be very impressed if we managed to hit 100 with this stream. I'm not happy about it, but it could be the truth. Like the night after you had a dream that you failed to shiny Raikou, which couldn't be more wrong. So maybe you shouldn't trust your dreams. Who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see if they're we'll have to see if they were accurate with this one or not. You're on 2,050 for Giratina. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. Is the last shiny Latias or Latios? Latios. It's specifically a Generation 7 shiny Raikou, too. Really odd. Super specific. Alright, encounter 8. Here we go. Raikou accidentally weakened it. Oh no. Alright guys, so I think we're still only gonna go until like 5:30, or not 5:30, 6:30 here. Yeah, we're only gonna go for like another 5-10 minutes. Just because, like I said, I do have to cook dinner. I was just gonna cook it a little bit earlier if we didn't find Kyogre. Well, I wanted to at least get some encounters in if we found it. Horrible person? You're not a horrible person. What's wrong with your keyboard? Alright, hopefully also, I apologize if you occasionally hear like a thumping noise. Like, a small little like thunk. My hand is reaching underneath my mic and it's hitting the cable. So it's like hitting the one thing that it isn't on like a shock mount for. Currently 3 times you've dreamt that you failed shinies. What are the other 2 then? Symbol and Larvesta. Have you found those ones actually yet, though? Like, have you been able to prove those wrong? You like Larvesta? Larvesta's pretty cool. Until you're not very creative when you have a Pokemon chair. I am gonna defend myself here and show you that I was running out of names for shiny Poochyenas at this point. This is only half of them. The others are in a PC. All of these are shiny Poochyenas. Like, all of them. I guess that's the wrong way to be going. So, yes, I was out of names, but it's because... How many names do you think of for your shiny Poochyenas? Haven't hunted either of them, but you want a Volcarona hunt. Want to hunt Volcarona in Gen 5. Since it's a 5% hunt, go for it. Do it! You'll get it. Yeah, see. Now, also, at that point, it was another thing. I was just leaving it up to the stream. And we just started naming it based off of things in my room, I think, at that point. Bakugo. I think that's what people named it from. I forget. Again, like, I just left it up to the stream for the most part. That's my assumption. My assumption when I see Bakugo is for My Hero Academia. For sure. Hello, Scrumpy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Called him a toucan. You call it a toucan in Fruit Loops? It's like Toucan Sam right there. I think we named our Pick-a-Peck / Toucanon from my Ultramoon like live stream playthrough last year. I think we named it Sam. We could do the same thing. We're thinking symbols. The shiny looks orange and black in your dream, but not yellow like it actually is. Dreams are weird. Dreams are very weird. I tend to not even remember most of mine. Like I don't know how it is with you guys, but like for me, most of my dreams, like I remember them, like when I wake up and I'm like, what the heck was that? But then once I like actually wake up, like take a shower, get dressed, everything, and I'm like actually awake and ready for the day, can't remember it anymore. Like the only thing I might be able to remember is the feeling of what the heck was that. 18 and 27 still have a chance. They do. They do. We'll see about 18 here in a minute. This cry is going to get stuck in my head, isn't it? I don't think anything will ever be as bad as Regice, but like as far as getting stuck in my head, I don't think anything will last that long ever. But there's a little bit. Forgetting in around an hour of waking up. Remember the general idea, but you have a hard time explaining it, like you can get it off your tongue. I gotcha. But like, I can like vividly remember it like right when I wake up, and I remember the feeling a lot of times going, all right, I need to remember this. This is a weird one I have to tell someone about. Like, it's just one of those weird ones where you're like, I had a crazy dream. This is what it was. Like, it's like, this is something crazy I can tell someone about and like make it a story. But then like I take a shower and it's gone. It's not in my head anymore, despite me being like, I need to remember this and like repeating it in my mind. Alright, 18 was not a shiny. Cinder, your dream was wrong. Your dream was wrong. It's going to be at least 19 encounters. Omar, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. Last time you came, Ralts was 9,000 plus. Ralts has never been at 9,000. Charmander was up there. Ralts wasn't, though. I don't think Ralts never got that far. Remember having a dream and trying to explain it, but you can't explain it. I feel that. Your dream was wrong, you might still win. There's a chance. Also, I totally just shook the entire table. So what was the other encounter that we were thinking about? What was the other encounter people said? 27. We'll go to 27. Yeah, as soon as you wake up, you wonder what you're dreaming about and forget in 5 seconds. That's really simple. Like, honestly, when I was little, I was like, oh, I don't have dreams because I couldn't remember any. And then I was like, oh, I remember them, but not for long. If you get it tomorrow, you won't since you got work, but still, it's possible. It's possible. 31. We're gonna go to 27 for today's stream, just because of the guesses. After that, like I said, I have to hop off. I am making dinner tonight, so people are waiting on me to make food. Thursdays today are gonna do so much hunting. Thursday's the last day I can hunt until after Christmas, at least on stream. So you might be seeing a lot of posts of me like, hey, look at what I've added to my Let's Go shiny decks. But that's about all you're probably gonna see, like, me mentioning, because yeah, I don't have a lot of I won't have any time to stream from like Friday through whenever the 26th is. If you're full odds, if you're hunting full odds, you're calling 442. If you're hunting with Charm, it's 666. Well, I'm hunting with Charm, so we'll see. Yeah. All right. So we got 5 more encounters here. We got this one plus 5, I guess. Oh man, I don't know. This setup, I'm still getting used to this setup, and while I do that, I think it's gonna be, there's a chance that I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna not be thinking about it as much. 1,711 encounters, easy. We'll see. We'll see. I want to get this before I go like on Christmas break, like before I have to take off until after Christmas. We'll see though. We'll see. It might not be my choice. Also, my pop filter's out of place, so I shift the whole like mic stand so it moves everything. Thought that the Zekrom shiny would be white. It doesn't change much. It really doesn't change much. It's pretty similar to like stock. That would be cool. It would be better. It'd be better than like just another normal form essentially. This raid feels more intense than the Latias one for you. Really? We'll see. We'll see how it ends then. That would have been a really cool one, Instachan. I agree. That would have been a really cool like way to do the shinies. You guys are racing? I mean, sure. It's not like an official race or anything. It's more just like we happen to be hunting the same thing. But yeah, go for it. We can see who's gonna get this Kyogre first. All right, encounter 25. Two more after this. Think your shiny charm is broken at 330 SOS encounters for Sandshrew. Oof. Oof. It happens though, Adam. It happens. I had the shiny charm and went to like 1,600 encounters for Yungoos. Sometimes the odds are just not in your favor. You're coming. All right, Omar. All right, man. Good luck. Yo, any SN, welcome to the stream. Glad you're gonna be here for the last couple encounters. Realizes Kyogre is exclusive to Ultra Moon. Mega oof. Oof, dude. Oof. Yeah. It is. It is the exclusive. But all right. Final encounter of the night, guys. I know it's a random encounter at a random time, but we are trying to get to this one. It's the last guess made before I decided I needed to, or before I needed to wrap up the stream. So let's see. Let's see if this Kyogre ends up shining. It looks like we didn't get a shiny on the Emerald save either, with that Poochyena there not being shiny. So let's see. And Kyogre is not shiny, guys. Let's get to 27. We got to the 27. So we'll start on 28 tomorrow. But yeah, so again, thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Thank you for everyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. As always, thank you for everyone in chat. You guys are the ones make it really, really interesting, really entertaining for me to be able to do this and all that. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back on again tomorrow continuing these 2 hunts. Hopefully we can find a shiny before the end of stream Thursday. But yeah, until next time everyone, take care.